Hello and welcome to Behind the Lines. I'm Diane Dayton. Today we're going to talk about Glasshouse and the good that it is doing in our community. With us right now we have Executive Director, we have Carol Glass. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
And Erin Kelly, you are the Program Director. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Now, Glasshouse has been around since 2014. So for those who might not know what you do and how you start, what do you do with Glasshouse?
In 2004, we started with having recovery. There was no place for anybody to go in 2004. They ended up going back into their own situations they came out of, and you know, just like a dog chases its tail, it's insanity. So we started with the women because I myself was in recovery, and what happened, there was a lot of men in need as well. So we started bringing men into the houses. We also, as it grew, I sat on the homeless board, the 10-year homeless plan, and about the third year, I kind of went off, and we were requested or asked if we would take families. So our first family was a gentleman with two adorable, cute little girls, twins, and they turned 5 while they were there. And so that was our beginning of taking families. So we have, now we have couple different housings, but we have a program that works for all types of needs.
Okay.
So we use one type of program for reentry, recovery, homeless families or families in need, whether it's mom with children or dad with children or husband and wife with children. We also have, we've grown to a lot of disability, 50 and older.
Okay.
So one of our homes is directed towards that.
When you say recovery, what is the umbrella? What all does that cover?
Recovery is was when we started for drug and alcohol. We have many different people who are in now, whether it's for eating, relationship issues, shopping. One woman found out that one of her addictions was shopping, and then she also
gambling too.
Gambling too.
Okay.
Did very few with the gambling, but that would be able to be worked into our program because we do have the resources to connect to help people with that. And so right now we have the 4 homes that help different individuals and those needs.
Because everything is so unique to what the situation is, and that's where the help comes in. So what do you do with your job as the Program Director, Erin? What's entailed with that?
Okay, so I came on board about 1.5 years ago. I started out as just a regular program coordinator. So now I am the program director. I make sure everything runs smoothly. I'm very hands-on with all of the clients on the property, Monday through Friday. I do meet with the participants weekly, and we go over, we call them IGPs. That stands for individual goal plans.
Okay.
So, and they're week by week. So we would set some goals up for the next 7 days. So I help them set up drug and alcohol evaluations, mental health. I help them get their IDs, social security cards, health insurance. We help them look for apartments, budgeting, everything.
I mean, a lot of life skills and just getting things together so that they can be independent.
That's exactly it. Life skills is the main thing. I learned through watching some of the programs that are around that we can take people and put them in homes, but if they're not taught those life skills, they're going to end up back in the same situation. So how can we break this, I call it a cattle chute, of going in and out, and then having the same people need the same thing a year later. If you take that year that they're there and teach them those life skills, and to be accountable and to be productive in their community instead of just kind of always receiving from the community, but it teaches them how to live daily after a while, their routines, and have a schedule. It just helps them be more secure when they do go the next time into their homes.
Yeah. When we talk about what you do, you are so working with a lot of agencies, and there's a lot of networking, and that's how this really works because you are connected within the community. So where are some of the places, the agencies that you work with?
Well, Lancaster has some of the best resources available, so our job is to take advantage of that. We work hands-on with children and youth, probation, parole, the RACE project, treatment centers, including Blueprints and Retreat. We also work with Phil Haven, which is WellSpan.
Right.
Office of Aging, Tabor.
Okay.
Next to General Hospital, we get a lot of
Wow.
referrals.
Okay.
There's
that
about
really,
70 different
Wow, that's a lot.
agencies that we work with.
Okay. So one of the other things that you do, there are activities that are involved
Yes.
Aaron loves
this
this part.
too.
Yeah.
So yeah, please tell
Yes.
us more about that.
So we do have weekly house meetings that holds everyone accountable, and we have crafts night, movie night, game night. Every about 6 weeks we hold a unity day, and that's where all of the participants from all 4 houses come together. You know, there's food, people make food, bring everything, and that's when we notice people for their accomplishments. We do Narcan training. We present them with rewards. The Pay It Forward program.
You want to explain the Pay It Forward, or do you want me to?
You can.
All right. Pay It Forward program is something that we put out there because of working in the community for that not everybody has access to funds. What we decided and the board decided was to have it's called Pay It Forward, and someone that might be incarcerated that does not have any funds, any family, to give them a chance to come out. That we would help them set up all the services, as Aaron said, and then help them get employment. In fact, we had 2 of them that actually went through it and got very good jobs. And what the idea is to you set it up for, and they really want it too. Most of them really want it. So it gives them a chance to set themselves and establish themselves in their community, get everything they need, get it. We also build credit and get a credit score to prepare them for it. And what it does is over time as they're working is they pay us back as being, you know, accountable that they came out and they have that chance. So it's a really great way if there's a situation, and also if the community contacts us from one of that we have offered that to individuals that some of them might request. Is there anything that you can do?
How long is the program and how do you get enrolled?
I normally it's 12 to 24 months. Now we've had people there that have accomplished things before that, and we have some that are there for a few years because the way they're rebuilding their family relationships. Also, if there is a medical need, and we have one client right now, the medical that he needs well, he likes that we're around. So he's not going into a home, but he likes us around, and he's going through pancreas cancer right now. So yeah, we just do different things that it depends.
Sure.
Everybody's needs are different.
Absolutely.
People come in, some might come in that don't have any kind of job, life skills, doesn't even have you know, food stamps or something. Not that we go and we want people on food stamps and stuff like, but we get them on it right away to give them that foundation to build it, and then go get employment, find employment, and then, you know, get them off of it, that we can help the next person generate through the community like that.
Everyone's in a different stage
Absolutely.
in life.
Right.
And you know, and we get some people that have criminal backgrounds that really can't, that landlords don't want to house them. So, or that have no credit. And that does take time. It doesn't happen overnight. So it's really a case-by-case basis.
Right. Now you are a 501c3 and you have various different sources for funding, and one of those is through your annual fundraiser, which is TNT Firework Tent, and this year it's leading right up to July 4th. It's going to be at Fry's Greenhouse, and this is in Lancaster, and this year it's June 21st up to July 4th, but every year it leads up to it. Where are some of your other sources of funding?
We have client pay, client self-pay. We have churches, also children and youth have helped a few of the clients and the children.
Scholarship program.
Yes, church.
Right.
I'm trying to think. We do have the CABCH card here.
So if we go to your website, what is the website?
It's www.glasshouseinc.org.
Okay. We're going to find out additional information there as well, correct?
Yes.
Right. You'll see testimonies. And pictures of different things and
Success
that we've done,
stories.
success stories.
Right, and also how to get involved as well too from
Correct.
there too. And donations can also be given. We're going to put that information up on the screen if you're interested in helping to support this, which is a great cause because
Yes.
you are making a difference in the community. And
We
it is
are.
everybody working together, right? That's really what makes a difference.
Right, it's great to have really good relationships. The more I see, because I started in 2004, the difference from then to now, these programs and places and services are communicating more than ever.
Right.
Right.
Than before, than I've ever seen. And this is what it takes to have a successful community.
Absolutely. Thank you for the work that you do. We've got more details for you coming up, so stay with us.
If you are a Lancaster County business or nonprofit, we want to tell the community about you. Your product or service is of value to the community, and we want to spread the word. Your nonprofit organization has valuable information to get to the community. You have an event that the community needs to know about and support. LCTV 66 can help you do that. Whether you have a 30-second message, a short vignette, longer form story, or informational piece, Lancaster Community TV can get the message out to the community on Channel 66 and on our YouTube channel. LCTV 66 offers you the opportunity with special packages including underwriting, sponsor messages, and programming to reach our thriving community. For more information, call 717-394-LCTV or email info@lctv66.org. LCTV is about you and our community. Lancaster Community Television, LCTV 66 is your local connection.
LCTV 66 is your connection for high school and college sports. Catch the action of your favorite teams in Lancaster County. Coverage of basketball, ice hockey, field hockey, soccer, football, and more. To join the LCTV sports production team or to sponsor or underwrite a sporting event, contact us at info@lctv66.org or call 717-394-LCTV. This is your community, your teams on your local sports channel, Lancaster Community TV.
Welcome back to Behind the Lines. We're talking about Glasshouse, piecing lives back together. And with us right now, we have Trish Sizemore, you're a board member.
Yes. Hello.
And Mike Hansberry, you are an advisor.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Your background is in criminal justice, and this really applies with this too. So Trish, you're a board member. What's your role?
Well, it's a lot of administrative support. I also, though, work closely with the clients in building their credit. Part of my background is real estate, and part of the reason I wanted to do that was to help people buy homes that maybe otherwise didn't think they could. So one of the components that I saw missing in Glasshouse was the credit building. So I decided to go ahead and work with the clients in that way as well.
Okay. And what we're talking about that makes Glasshouse unique is what?
Oh my gosh, it's the housing component along with the networking. Okay, so you come out of prison, say, and you come into an environment where you gain stability rather quickly. So through the IGPs that they talked about, you build your goals every week, and not only that, once you accomplish those, you're out in the community, you come back to the home that is stable. You know, and it's not the same environment that you maybe were in before. So you're not only just going to work, but when you come home, you're also living that, you know. So it's a 24-hour kind of thing. So you have the housing component along with the networking and the stable environment 24/7.
Wow, that's great. Now, Mike, you've been working with Glasshouse for about 2 years, and you've been advising. What do you advise on?
I was asked to join the team to help communicate with criminal justice agencies such as county probation and parole, state parole, and just to help explain the complexities of the system to them. I recognized in my work that individuals who come out of prison return to the people, places, and things that they know. Sometimes that's not the healthiest place to be. And the Glasshouse, I found, provided a tremendous alternative to that, a healthier environment with support. And so I accepted the request.
So the impact that this really has on the community is great, isn't it?
I think the research shows that where an individual coming out of prison has a stable environment to return to, that person is less likely to reoffend and commit new crimes. And where there is support in the form of drug and alcohol counseling and recovery services, along with encouragement with job training and those kinds of things, offending is less likely to occur than if the individual returns to his former way of life.
Yeah. So how many clients with Glasshouse do you serve, or what's the capacity?
We have the capacity for 42. Sometimes that changes depending on if we get a family and maybe they have a child or something like that. So we have an ability to help with that as well. But 42.
42. So one of the big things you really work with them on is credit building, right?
Yes, I really love that aspect of it because, as soon as you say credit building in one of the meetings or the house meetings or something, everybody puts their arm up. You know, they've done things that maybe have damaged that pretty well. So in order to, in a year or two, get them to their own apartment, or even I like to advocate for their own home, which I'm willing to help them as well, which I've done, we must correct that credit. And then also through that process, I find that I end up teaching some basic skills that they didn't have as well. So just like going into a bank sometimes, they've not entered the structure of a bank, you know?
Right.
So it's from one level to another, and eventually, they can interview with the landlord and get it.
Yeah. And you've been doing this for how long with Glasshouse?
I've been with Glasshouse for 3 years.
Okay. So I know you have probably some stories too, things that you've seen.
Yes.
Share with us what's really happening and the impact.
The impact at Glasshouse is tremendous. We have one client that just recently graduated. She went through basically the full gamut of services: mental health, credit building, life skills. We had to put her in a different house at some point just because, she needed a different environment kind of thing. But so I'm happy to say that she's now out on her own, recently got her own apartment, has good credit, and calls in and says how happy she is. She just feels like a different person, and it's a tremendous success story and award that we have for working with folks like that, and gained a friend.
Absolutely. And I think too the relationships that they develop as a part of this program, that's really key too, isn't it, Mike?
Strong supportive relationships help build community and healthy communities, and that's, I think, what the Glasshouse succeeds in doing.
Yeah. It's kind of that bridge too, isn't it? And it's a stable bridge.
Yeah, and it's, sometimes, the waters rise and maybe, hit the bridge a little bit, and we got to repair things, but it's the key difference. And we like to stress that we like to work with people who, that are doing those things, that want those things and are doing those things. And sometimes we have to work for the first month in getting them to settle down, it'll be okay, and build those bridges. And once we do, and if they let us, and they build them back, we kind of meet in the middle. It's a huge help to them and a success.
Yeah. And every day is different.
Right.
Isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So how can we as a community help with what you're trying to do at Glasshouse?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, the obvious thing is to contact us, and any kind of skills that you have. We're always looking for mentors to come in and hold classes. We've had folks come in and do a writing class.
Okay.
Things like that.
So other type of mentors could be in what categories? If someone's watching,
well,
what would it
we
be?
had somebody come in and teach cooking. Believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
How to make an egg.
Well, that's life skill. That's
right.
life skill.
Absolutely.
Right,
So if
okay.
we can get folks in that are willing to contribute their skills and mentor sort of to either a group or individuals, that would be wonderful. And then, of course, financial support is helpful with the Pay It Forward. That's you know, something that we're supporting in-house now, but additional support that way. We could increase that program.
Yeah. What do you see, Mike, that individuals could help contribute with this?
I think that the population wants to see responsible citizens at work, living responsible lives and giving back to the community. I think that is something that has been non-existent in many lives in our community, and a new role model for that, for those folks is really, I think, definitely needed.
Yeah. Are there any assumptions that are inaccurate that you would like to dispel?
These folks have hope, and they may not have enough, but yeah, if we could just reel them in, bring them in, bring them into the circle, that would be a huge difference.
See them as individuals that have something to offer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where we all come together
Yeah.
to help bring this out and support. Yeah. We're going to put the website up on the screen again, too. What else is on there that you might want us to check out? I know there's some testimonies and stories,
There, on
right?
the website, there's testimonies, stories. There's a donation page. We do accept donations by PayPal or check, credit card, things like that. So financial support's welcomed as well. And that'll be found on the website as well. Our phone number, our emails, any way that you want to contact us, come stop by.
Okay,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
So if we don't know what Glasshouse is all about, and
Come
maybe
take a
this
tour.
is kind of giving a little bit of information, go there,
Yes.
find out more, stop by, and be an active participant
Definitely,
in
we'll
making a
welcome you.
difference in our community.
Yes.
Right. Thank you both for what you're doing with
Thank
the
you.
community
Thank
and
you.
what you're doing with Glasshouse. It really does make a difference for all of us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we're going to take a short break. We're going to be back with some final thoughts. Stay with us. Enjoy Mormon Tabernacle Choir, music in the spoken word, Sundays at 8:30 till 10 a.m. and 10:30 p.m. till midnight on LCTV 66, your local connection. We've been talking about Glasshouse and the impact that it's having in our community, basically piecing lives back together. Erin, you're back with us. Give us a final thought.
What I would like to say is that all the staff at Glasshouse, we're extremely compassionate about what we do. And we work with every type of person. And our main goal is to truly make a difference in our community.
Yeah, and you are.
Thank
Final
you.
thought, Trish.
Well, I want to say thank you very much for having us, and you know, I hope that we can get a lot of phone calls and you know, contact with folks in the community. We look forward to it.
Yeah. So when we're talking about piecing lives back together, what areas are those again?
It's reentry, recovery, homelessness, and mental health. Those are basic categories. But there's additional ones, but those are the basic ones.
Yeah. So what we're talking about with this program, the essence too, is that bridge. And it's getting, you know, your credit back, your life skills, and the support that you
Stability.
get. It is, and it's the family relationship that you
Yeah.
have there as well.
Yeah.
We're going to put the website up on the screen once again. And also don't forget, each year leading up to July 4th.
Yes,
if you
we
happen
have a
to
lot
go-
of fun.
Yeah, if you happen to go by Fry's Greenhouse at TNT Fireworks, you can help support that way. You can also reach out through the website too.
Yes, please. Yes.
Come meet, you know, at the house as well, and reach out through the website too.
Yes.
Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
You really are making a difference in the community.
Appreciate that.
Thanks so much, Glasshouse. I'm Diane Dayton with Behind the Lines. Thank you for joining us today. Reminding you to keep looking behind the lines. You might be surprised what you find.